Mike Wise, first question on the right side.
Yeah, LeBron, Mike Wise, ESPN's The Undefeated. Stefan was just asked about whether or not he cares about being the face of the league and supplanting LeBron James or not supplanting. Where are you on that? Do you care? And is it something that means something to you to be thought of as the face of the league?
First of all, I think what I care about is being fortunate to be a part of this league. I have no sense of entitlement to be in this league. This is a fraternity, and for me to even be a part of the 400-plus guys that we have in our league, I think it's an honor, and that's what I focus on. I also focus on being a role model to the youth that looks up to me and what I'm able to do, not only on the court but off the court. So me having the power for our youth to see better light or whatever the case may be, that's what I love more than anything. So if that comes with my name or whatever I do on a day-to-day basis that the youth get to see, how it should be done or how to how to take advantage of any situation they're in, I'm okay with that.
Jay, over here.
And LeBron, I know you're versed in the history of the league and the rivalries that came before you. What's it like for you to forge these new experiences? You've had multiple finals against Tim Duncan, for example, going against Steph Curry this time again. What's it like to be in the middle of this?
I think it's great. It's great for our game. It's great for you as an individual, just the competitive side of it. To be able to face greats along your path is something that you're going to hope that you can wish you can get back when you're done playing. And like you said, Jay, I've been fortunate to go against Duncan and KG and and Ray Allen and the great Piston team and now Steph, the great Steph and their Warriors team so I've been fortunate. I don't want to leave out Dirk as well. I faced Dirk in the finals and faced KD and Russ. So, I've been very fortunate to go against some of the greatest players, in their era and my era. And, we'll see after the era when I'm done.
Kevin on the side.
LeBron, Kevin Arnovitz, ESPN.com. On Friday, you spoke a lot about this newfound appreciation you have this postseason for what you've been able to accomplish. And for most people, getting to that new mindset is the result of specific events or conversations or just thoughts. I'm just wondering what prompted you specifically this offseason to get to this new mindset?
It's not a new mindset. I think people have taken it a little further than where it should be. I had something it was a feeling I was after we won Game 6 in Toronto, and that's how I was feeling at that moment. I'm back to my usual self. I'm no longer appreciating what I've been able to do.
Joe over here in the second row.
LeBron, Joe Varden, Cleveland.com. A quick, funny one. Have you ever taken an Uber?
I have, but I don't have an account.
Okay, and then the real one here is a couple weeks ago when you were talking about the MVP, and a bunch of us in this room and across the country took it as though you were slighting Steph, and Steph replied, and it made for all sorts of headlines. But beyond that, is there some sort of tension now or a rivalry there between you two just because of last year you were in the finals and you're here again?
Well, first of all, I made the mistake by even answering the question because I knew where it was going to go. And I guarantee that how it was phrased to Steph wasn't how I answered the question. So obviously his reaction was what it was. And I've been there before as well. So Steph was definitely the MVP of our league and is an MVP in our league and is a great basketball player. And what he does for this league is amazing. And then the question was asked if I had a vote, what would the difference be between most valuable and MVP? So I gave my opinion. So obviously you guys ran with it. But I don't know. You guys make rivals. I think it's great for the sport. It's great for all sports. I don't think me and Steph. You talk about rivalries. You talk about Carolina, Duke. You talk about Ohio State, Michigan. It's hard to say LeBron and Steph. if there's a smaller scale of another word for a rival, the fact that we're going, back to back, I think it's pretty unique. It's pretty unique to be in this position and just to have another opportunity. And another opportunity for guys to write about it, for us to play it, for people to talk about it throughout the world. And I'm blessed that I can be a part of conversations.
Third row in the center.
Henry Wolford with Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. LeBron, we often see in boxing a boxer looking forward to a rematch against the boxer who he lost to. Did it matter who you were facing in the finals? Did you want the rematch against the Warriors, or were you just as happy and satisfied if you were taking on the Thunder?
It didn't matter for us. It was too hard for us to kind of, throughout our postseason run, we wasn't looking over on the West Side, seeing what was going on as far as who we like to play, because that would have been slighting our competition and who we were going against, from Detroit to Atlanta to Toronto. We was just focusing on our job, and if we were fortunate enough to win 4 games in the first series, 4 games in the second series, and then 4 in the conference finals, then whoever our next opponent was going to be, we was going to be well prepared for it, and so it didn't matter for sure.
Dave over here.
LeBron, Dave McMenamin, ESPN, talking like Jay said, you appreciate history. Andy Varejao is the first player ever to be traded from one team in the middle of the season and then play for the opposing team in the NBA Finals. With that context to it, and you in the past have called him one of your favorite teammates you've suited up with. What do you think about the fact that you'll be going up against him with the title on the line?
I think it's good things happen to good people. So either way, he would have been part of the finals, and he's done so much in his career. He sacrificed a lot, and for him to be in this position, I think it's great, for him and for his family. No matter what has happened, he would have been here anyways.
Jeff in the back.
Jeff Zilgett, USA Today. LeBron, when you returned to Cleveland, there's the idea of obviously trying to bring a championship to Cleveland, to the Cavaliers. How have you been able to minimize what, a lot of people think is an immense amount of pressure?
I don't really get involved into the whole pressure thing. I think I've exceeded expectations in my life as a professional. I'm a statistic that was supposed to go the other way, growing up in inner city, having a single-parent household with just me and my mother. So everything that I've done has been a success. So, as far as the game of basketball, I just go out and play it and have fun and love it and be true to the game and to my teammates and live with the results. So it don't really get to me too much.
Mark in the second row.
LeBron, Mark Schwartz, ESPN, following up on Dave's question about Andy. How would you characterize, given his corporate knowledge of the Cleveland Cavaliers, your level of concern about his knowledge playing a role in this series?
Well, we're a totally different team than when he left.
And secondly, no matter how the series turns out, should he earn a ring either way?
It's not for me to debate, or for me, I'm just trying to put our team in the best position to win game 1 and to move on to the next game. But I can't even go that far down the line right now.
LeBron, Lisa Su from Tencent. At the end of the regular season, you were talking about